I'm My name is Peter Franklin. I'm the head of English and Maths and Foundation Learning at Barnet and Southgate College. I've been in this role for a number of years, and we have obviously a very large provision which I'm going to talk through to you, and obviously there will be some interaction through questions and various opportunities for people to feedback during the session. I'm going to basically start off by looking at our English and Maths provision, just to give you an overview. So basically, we are offering the English and Maths qualifications in GCSE and functional skills. Now, there's two ways that these are part of what we do at the college. If you or someone that you're responsible for, parent, guardian, if you have someone that's applying for a full-time study program and your child has, and that person has gained, or yourself has gained, a grade 4 GCSE, that's basically, you don't need to take English and Maths. We do make an exception for some students that want to get a higher grade for progression. So we know in engineering, some students need to get a grade 5. So we do allow that, but very, very few students want to do that. If you haven't got a grade 4 and you have got a GCSE grade and it's a 3, then under the condition of funding rules, you need to retake GCSE. Just note that we have really good success rates for our GCSE provision. So we're the third best provider at this at these qualifications in the London area. So we can do this very well. But obviously, it's still quite a lot of work to get that GCSE from 3 to a 4. The functional skills qualifications in English and Maths go from entry level 1, which is very basic level reading, writing, speaking and listening, and then that goes up to level 2. Level 2 is almost a GCSE equivalent, and it is the full qualification required for an advanced apprenticeship and the new T levels which are coming in. So if you are doing functional skills and you're aiming to level 2, then actually, you're doing really well. Okay, now for adults, these are basically free qualifications. The only people that would pay a fee would be the very, very rare occasion where a student's already got a grade 4 and they want to get a higher grade. We will charge a fee for that, but it's very, very, very rare. There are a whole number of adults that want to get these qualifications. Often it's employment, to go on to higher level study like university, or just to improve their personal skills for life. Now, those part-time courses are, like I say, they're free and they're offered daytime, evenings and Saturdays at all 3 of our main campuses. That's Colindale, Wood Street and Southgate. Okay, now for the Foundation Learning Study programs, these are programs that do 2 things. One is, if you didn't quite get the qualification grade you needed to study, say at level 2, then these will help you get there, and the progression rates are fantastic. So we'll definitely help you get to where you want to be. We also have very specialist ones, so we have things like Progress to Construction or Business, Media IT, and in those courses we have specialist vocational teachers delivering BTEC units, and for more advanced students, an opportunity to take 3 GCSEs, English, Maths and a specialist vocational GCSE to help students make that progression. One of the things about our foundation learning programs that makes them really successful is the excellent tutoring and the kind of support that we get for the students that need that, whether that's extra help with learning, extra help with exams. And we also have a couple of very specialist programs for people with quite severe learning difficulties that actually could make a transition to mainstream college courses. So there's a whole spectrum of programs in foundation learning. Just to note on that, if you looked at our website, you would see where these different foundation learning programs are, and you can see what they're either pointing at, like Progress to Media, or the more general ones, which will usually just say Bridging, Progress to Employment. Okay, so that's on that. Now, if you are coming and you are going to study English and maths, either that as an adult and that's your choice, or because it's going to be part of your study program, then it's worth noting that we use Edexcel for all of those qualifications. So for functional skills and GCSE English and maths. Now that does have benefits for students. It means that we've got a vast range of resources that we get through Edexcel, and it also means that we can actually get hold of your past exam papers that have been marked, so that we can really help you, make your first kind of progress moves in relation to how you did before. Now, I'm very aware that this year we didn't have students taking exams, and like all other colleges, sixth form centres, etc., we're going to be having to use the results that are given to us on the basis of claims that were made. But that's just the situation we're all in this unusual year. Now, just a little note. So here, this is a little picture of some of the online resources that we use. Now, what we do at this college is we have a combination of very highly skilled English and maths specialists who will deliver some what we might call traditional classroom teaching. But actually, we also will have online resources, and including some online lessons, because we found that that combination together works really well. So now I just want to show you briefly the BKSB resources, because when you come to this college, you may not have had access to an online resource like anything like this. What BKSB will do, if you were taking functional skills, you basically choose one of the courses, so English, and then once you go into this, it will start with what's called a diagnostic assessment. That diagnostic assessment will let us really see your areas of strengths and weakness in English or maths, either at functional skills or at GCSE, and from there you will get a purpose-built individual learning program on this software. But that's also something that your teacher can use with you to help set targets, and they may actually want to use some of the other software on there as well. So there's things like iLearn, which is a place where we keep all resources used for lessons. And then there's obviously things like My Maths, Maths Watch, which are really good software for people that want to develop, and gain higher level qualifications in maths. Now, the other thing that we've got on our website is a GCSE revision section. I am very aware that quite a lot of students that have taken GCSE and are getting a claim grade for this year may want to be taking the November resit exam. So I just want to make you very aware that in this section called GCSE revision on our website, there's a whole range of resources for either English or maths. All the main areas of the syllabus are there. And inside there, there's links to resources and things and activities. We've also got information on study skills and how to prepare effectively for an exam. So hopefully you'll find some extra support there that will help you if you're looking to get ready for one of those exams. Okay, I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint now. Now, the other thing that we have at college, in the college for English and Maths, is we have what are called English and Maths learning coaches in the learning resource centres, and they will help anyone either master a specific subject like algebra, or they might have problems with spelling, or just anything in English or Maths. We've got specialists in both subjects who you can also book one-to-one sessions with to help you make progress towards gaining your qualification. Okay, I'm just going to move on now. So this is one of our students from last year, an adult student called Melise. She came to us needing a GCSE Maths because she wanted to become a teacher, and she's got a very interesting little story to share with you about doing GCSE Maths with us at Barnet and Southgate College.
I did GCSE Maths. Even though I was a law graduate, I wanted to work as a teacher, so it was helpful for me to come back to Barnet and Southgate College to take the GCSE Maths course. And that's in order for me to be able to do my teaching degree. At first I didn't know how important it was until I had to do a career change, and yes, it's very important. Like nowadays, even to work in a superstore, they're asking for maths and English GCSEs from you, so it's very, very important. So we've covered everything within the space of 9 months, I think it is, and some was quite easy, in fact very easy. Algebra does get a bit hard, but thankfully the teachers are amazing, so they do teach you everything accurately. It's 3 hours long, and we actually cover up quite a lot in that 3 hours. So it's just not you go in, you do it and you're out. So you do have to go online, you start practicing it on there as well. So it's always like recapping your memory, and you're just like refreshing your memory so you don't forget anything. You can't just come in and have 3 hours and just throw your books away after 3 hours saying that's it, it's over now, once a week is done. You really do need to recap your memory every day, I say, at least for half an hour, just to go through it. Even though the teachers are very helpful, maths is a very tricky subject and you will forget. In order to learn all this, you really need to study hard. If you want to pass or achieve a good grade, you really need to put your head into it. There were times when I was quite ill, and obviously the course is only once a week, and I did miss out a few lessons, unfortunately. And during that time I would email my tutor, and he was always kind enough to email me back what I've missed, which was quite helpful. I am working in the school at the moment, and I've realised since I've started doing the course, it's become more helpful because I work with year 5, so it's very helpful. I can actually help them with maths, and they've offered to take me on for clubs, after school clubs for maths as well. So I'm actually giving maths club lessons after school, and kids are really happy with it, and they've actually improved, and it's actually helped me out with a lot. I've really had a great time. I must say I've made a lot of new friends, and I've had a lot of support. So it's been the best, I say, 9 months of studying.
Well, thank you for that, Melise. And that is a testament to the quality of the provision, both in terms of the teachers, the extra support that you can get at the college, but also, interestingly, I like the fact that Melise is, when she mentions that if you have good math skills, you have the ability to help people. Now, she does that at school, but if most people think about their friends and family, about the amount of times that someone could do with a bit of maths help, then, it's a really important skill to have for life. So it's not just at work, it's also on a whole range of other things. So if you think of a question that you want to ask, then post it up, and then if you've got anything particularly about studying GCSE as an adult, then obviously I'll answer them. There's quite a lot of questions that have come in that I will be picking up. Okay. So here's a few frequently asked questions which I've put some kind of answer to. So will functional skills qualifications help me to progress to higher study or employment? The answer is yes. Most employers and colleges recognise these qualifications. Obviously, it's best to gain them at the highest level you can. They go up to level 2. Almost all universities, with the exception of a few special ones and certain types of courses, will accept level 2 FS instead of a GCSE grade 4 to 9. But obviously you must check that. There are some courses at university that do require very specific qualifications. But if it's a general course, then usually an FS at level 2 is strong enough. Are foundation learning study programs only for students that need extra support? No. There's a wide range of students who take these programs. So many of them have already gained some qualifications, but not quite enough, say, for a full level 2 in business, or a diploma in media at level 2 or something, and they need to develop a range of skills. Often they're English and maths as well. And there's really strong tutorial support. Now, they're not only for students that have learning support, but they are specialist learning support courses as well. So if you have an EHCP, or someone in your family has an EHCP or has a learning support need, then we will definitely find the right program for them on one of these programs. Next one, can any adult enroll onto GCSE English or Maths? So if you already have a level 2 functional skills or a grade 3 GCSE, you can be enrolled without taking any assessment for GCSE. If you don't have those qualifications, then there is an assessment that you will take that will give us an indication of whether you're ready for GCSE. Now, for a lot of adults, they've just forgotten some basic things, and recapping will just help you pass that assessment. So if you need to brush up on your multiplication, division, subtraction, those sorts of skills, now we will have resources for this on our new website, which is being launched next week. So if you go to the Foundation Learning section of the new website next week, you will see a whole range of resources that will help you get ready for those assessments. Now, if you didn't pass those assessments, we would offer you functional skills. And if you get a level 2 and you want to do GCSE after that, that's a guarantee. Now, here's an interesting little poem. I'm not going to read this poem out, but this was written by one of our students that took GCSE English. And it's just a nice little picture from a teenager of someone that when they came to the college didn't really want to take English, but actually at the end of the course loved the fact that they just come to use this language really well, through discussion, through presentations, through the ability to write and find words and use them. And I think it's such a lovely thing to get from a student. We didn't ask for it. They just sent it into us as a big thank you. But if you look at the range of words and terms and expressions in there, it's just lovely. I'll just leave it for a few seconds. Okay, I hope you could see how much that meant to that young man. Right, we're going to move on to the questions now. Now I've got a number of questions that I'm looking at on the screen. So, first one is from Aisha Abu. It says, I have completed Foundation Level 1 English and Maths. I'm assuming that means Functional Skills English and Maths. You've got a qualification for an NVQ at Level 2, and you want to do GCSE English. Right, okay, so your situation, Aisha, you should get yourself ready to take the GCSE assessment with us. And like I say, there will be links on our website to what you need to do. But if you just go on to something like GCSE BBC Bite Size, you will find a whole range of resources to help you practice those basic skills. So just brush up on, your basic English and math skills, because one thing in assessment obviously is time. If it takes you longer to do division than someone else, it can be a bit of a barrier. It doesn't mean you can't do it, but it might be taking a bit long. So I would suggest that you brush up. Next one's from Akil Shah. My son has not been in school for the whole of year 11. Can he access foundation learning course? He has special needs. Absolutely. We have an exact course that would meet his needs. So we have such a wide range of provision. All you need to do is make an application for foundation learning. Someone will be in touch with you. Well, if he's got an EHCP, then we need to know, and we will also set up a support interview to find out whether he needs in-class support or one-to-one support, or learning technologies, whatever it is he needs, we'll make sure that he's got that support. Next one's from Gaetano. I should be taking a basic English course. I'm a 28-year-old Italian man. My English is zero. Well, your English is definitely not zero, because that's actually quite well written. So, Gaetano, I mean, I'm looking at what you've written there. Certainly a functional skills English course would be perfect. So why don't you just make an application and then we'll find you a suitable course. Okay. From Seppi, what do I need to do to enroll on GCSE Maths? Well, basically, make an application for GCSE Maths. We will invite you in for an assessment. If you pass the assessment, you're on a course. You'll have options about which campus you want to go to, whether you want a Saturday class, an evening class. There may be a couple of daytime classes. But basically, make the application, get ready to take an assessment, and if you pass the assessment, you're in. Yasmin, I already do an evening maths class part-time. I passed level 1 and want to carry on, and it says and so, I think, and do English and AAT. Yasmin, just apply for if you want to take English this year, just apply. I mean, if it's functional skills English you want to take, we will just find you the right class at the right time, right day, and there won't be a problem. Nahid, what do I need to do to enroll for functional skills maths and English? Literally just go onto the website and apply, and then we will arrange for you to get enrolled on the course. There are a couple of choices you will need to make about like things like which campus, whether you want an evening course, a Saturday course, or a daytime course. But Nahid, just apply and you'll be in. Next one's from Lauren. I'll be returning back to college in September to reset my level 2 functional skills maths. If there is a mixture of online courses and face-to-face, would it be possible if students such as me who receive one-to-one support can come in for face-to-face sessions that will help? Absolutely. Now, Lauren, the only thing I'm going to say to you is, at the moment, we don't know for definite if the college is going to be allowed to be fully open in September. We think it is, but obviously there is a national and worldwide health scare. So the classes will be running and you will be able to get one-to-one support. But I can't promise you for definite that every class is running in the same way as we'd like it to run from the first week of September. Next one's from Amina. I used to come to this college and I did English speaking and listening ESOL entry 1 and 2. You want to continue with your English. Amina, you can apply for a functional skills English course. If you bring in any qualification certificates that you've already got, that would be helpful. If we think that someone still needs to finish ESOL up to, say, level 1, then we might suggest that you do that. But for many students that get entry-level ESOL, they can make a transition over to functional skills. So it's quite common for students to do that. So just apply, and then we'll go through some things with you, and then we'll find a suitable course. Right, this is from Aisha. What kind of support will a dyslexic student get? Right, so if you've got a statement for dyslexia or an EHCP, then there is a guaranteed legal right for you to get support. If you don't have an EHCP, but we can see that you have dyslexia, then we will arrange for an assessment at the college, and we will make sure that you get some support. The other thing that the college has is a range of learning technologies, what we call assistive technologies, that will actually help you with reading, writing, as the way that you study. So some people with dyslexia just need to learn how to use certain technologies to overcome that particular issue. So yes, there will be support, and there will be technical support as well. Next one's from Mariana. I'm an adult learner just finishing ESOL level 2. Can I do English functional skills level 2 without doing level 1? And well, basically, Marianne, if you've got a level 2 ESOL, it's unlikely that you would need to do level 1 functional skills. Unlikely. The best thing you can do is just make the application, bring in the qualifications that you've got, and then if the teacher asks you to, produce a piece of writing, just a short piece of writing, just do the best you can. And if it shows a number of ESOL type issues, but actually they're not structurally major, then I can't see any problem with you being able to do level 2. Now, if you haven't done maths and you're saying you want to do level 2 maths, then we might get you to do an assessment on BKSB, and I would suggest that you practice beforehand to make sure you do as well as you can. Okay? We've got one from guest. I'm 16. I wasn't in school the whole of year 11. I want to complete my GCSEs. Now, I would suggest that you just apply for a foundation learning program. If you've got the ability to do one of our kind of GCSE pathways, then we'll find that out during our induction. Okay? So once again, just if you want to be more certain about that, brush up on your English and math skills so that when you come to the induction for foundation learning and we do some activities, you can show us that you've got a higher level of skill. There's quite a lot of students that don't really have, formal qualifications, but still manage to take a kind of more GCSE route because they've got those basic skills. So you need to get ready. Rochelle. Now, Rochelle, if you've got your maths functional skills at level 2, then you don't need to take English and maths. Like I say, this year's a problem because no one actually sat an exam, and it's all going to be based on predicted grades that we will get back, and obviously we'll get from you when you apply for courses. So if you want to join a course at the college and you already have a grade 4 GCSE or a level 2 FS, you do not need to take it. Okay. Now, Lawrence asked another question. You'll be resitting level 2 functional skills maths. Right. Now, the retakes are, we're unsure exactly what's going to happen there. We will certainly be allowing some students that didn't get a chance to take the exams in the summer term to take them in the autumn. So, Lauren, just keep in touch with your tutor on that one. I've got one from Elizabeth. I think we're about to time out. Right, last one. Last one's from Brenda. Hello, I'm Brenda. I finished my ESOL level 2. I'm currently doing maths level 2 in Edmonton Green. I want to do functional skills English. You want to know if there will be one in Edmonton Green. Well, the good news is we are going to run functional skills English and maths at Edmonton Green from September. So yes. I hope that I've managed to answer all the questions that you had. And basically, if there's anything outstanding, then we'll keep track and we'll make sure that we communicate with you with the answer that you're looking for. Thank you very much indeed for joining in, and hope to see you in September. Bye.